people in y'all's age group are just out here fucking with no condoms.
Yes. In our defense, we almost died, all right? It was COVID. Like, we couldn't even see nobody. In our defense, we almost died. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. We are your hosts, Natasha
and Steph.
Back with another episode, like every week. Okay, period. And we have a special guest, Erin, in the building.
Hey, guys.
Before we get to know Erin, we do want to give you guys a thank you, a shout out. You guys are amazing. The support has been crazy as always. The numbers keep going up, so we know y'all telling the front,
right?
Y'all telling the side piece, the hoes, right. All of them. Okay,
so the relationships, situationships, everybody, your grandma, your mom,
and keep telling them, okay,
your brother, your sister, everybody.
Yes,
and keep like interacting with us and letting us know, you know, what are some topics you want to discuss and things like that. So keep doing that. We appreciate it.
Yes. Okay, let's get into this episode because I'm excited.
So Erin, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. Like, it's getting cold outside, so I'm kind of like, I ain't ready for it. In Houston, it ain't cold yet. Like, it's nice weather.
Talk to us.
You're from Houston.
Talk to us about that because you know from where Queen Bee is from, right? That's where
from. So I'll because you brought up Beyonce, I'll say this. So like, if you follow her, you know, like I think the name of her production company is called Parkwood, and Parkwood is actually the street I grew up on. And it's called Parkwood Drive. It's Houston, Texas, 77021. That's a zip code. Oh. And they lived on our block. And I say our block because we lived there before and after they were there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's when my dad, my aunts, uncles, everybody grew up. I grew up there. So I would say their house
that's why she named it that?
No, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Because it's in Third Ward. Like, and when they lived in Third Ward, that was where they lived.
That's fine.
So that house is maybe about 7 houses or 8 houses down from, you know, where I grew up at my grandparents' house.
Wow. So
did you ever see her when you were young? Like,
I didn't. So she's actually older than me, but growing up, I recall like going into that house because friends of mine who rode my school bus, we got off at the same stop. They would be like, yo, come with us, we finna go down the street. And I know whose house we was going to. Right, you know, but like, you know, eventually I recognized like where I was going, but she wasn't Beyonce then.
Yeah. She was like Tina's daughter.
Yeah. And then her sister Salon, just closer to my age, and like we ended up being at the same acting school. I remember a few times like seeing them at my dance school that I went to over in Rice Village in Houston. So like, you know, Houston, you know, if you're from Houston, every second or third person knows each other.
Because like, it's close-knit.
Like, even though Houston is huge, it's really like that. And so, you know, she grew up on my block. And
how was it growing up in Texas?
I love it. So I'll say this. I'm from Houston, which is very different from growing up in Texas.
Okay.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate?
Okay, so it's different because, like, you know, when people look at Texas, they're like, oh, they're country bumpkins.
What?
Like,
who?
Like,
nah, I never say that. I'm always like, yo, everybody carries in Texas. Like, watch out. Watch what you say out there.
We definitely believe in our weapons. You know what I'm saying? So it was different for me to, like, be here and not rock with a weapon in my purse or my car. Like, everywhere I've lived, I've always had my weapon.
That's crazy. Yeah. I've never had a weapon of that sort, but like,
yeah.
Oh no, like facts. Like that's how we grow up.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've had like the key weapon with like a a knife.
Yo, you can't be telling them.
So y'all had some.
Try us, okay?
Yeah, we had some. We don't have like, you know, nothing that you need paperwork for.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, gun laws have recently changed in Texas, ironically, but we have a really fucked up governor, so I don't even want to give him no shine on this. But what was I saying? I was talking about so growing up in Houston is very different. Like, Houston is a very international city because Houston, we have the biggest medical center in the world. So you have people who come there for work and for treatment and stuff, and they're from all over the world. Then you have oil and gas, as everyone knows, is a very international, you know,
product
industry.
that you need.
Yeah. So being known for those two particular things, now they're trying to bring in more tech into Houston. So a lot of people,
like Elon Musk and stuff.
Well, he's in Austin with the Tesla
facility
out there. Yeah. But
still Texas, not Houston, but
it
it's
is
still Texas.
But every city really has their own vibe. Like Houston is very much like
it's like the Bronx, Brooklyn.
Yeah. Like when you think
Queens.
of like Southern, to me, like Houston is more Southern than Dallas. You know, like in San Antonio is more like you get a nice Mexican feel. You know, Austin is like. So it's always been known as like a weird place, very liberal. No, they say keep Austin weird. That's like the
that's their
like
logo
yeah,
now.
It's like
their slogan.
But you know, a lot of Cali people are moving there. They're like cashing out in California and moving to Austin because Austin is like the new tech hub. So like now they got like these fake ass hipsters.
It's because of like the tax laws in Cali, no? That they're moving?
Okay, so yes, so it's very expensive to live in California, and
you know these rich people don't like paying no taxes, so they out.
In Texas, we don't have income tax, and that's a big thing. I'm not gonna lie, like being here, and I see that I ain't gonna lie, I don't even look at my paycheck.
Wait, you don't have wait. You
But
don't have income tax?
Yeah, we pay income tax.
No, I'm saying in Texas. I thought you didn't have both state and federal.
No, we pay federal income tax.
You don't pay state.
We don't pay state income tax or city. I heard people in New York pay city income tax.
Yeah, we pay it all. We pay it all here.
Like, they robbing right and left.
Why did you move to New York?
Girl, so real talk, like I moved here because my husband is here.
Okay.
So we met in law school, and we dated. I was in Houston, he was in New York. We got married. I was still in Houston, he was still in New York.
Oh, that long distance.
How did that work out? Because she does not believe in that at all. I do. I stand alone.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a person who loves my space.
Okay.
So like I when my husband goes out of town, my husband going out of town tomorrow. When he goes out of town, I be at the house chilling hard. Like I don't need nobody there talking to me.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody there bothering me. I will be in the house by myself, cleaning up, laying in the bed. You know,
that sounds like a vibe,
right?
It does.
But some people can't really function just like not being bothered.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I just think long distance relationships take a lot of work. Like
do.
it's a lot of work, and I just don't like. I'm bad at texting in general.
But life takes a lot of work, and you know, people still out here living their life.
She just said it. Life takes work.
Right, but then you got life and relationship work. Like
that's mad work.
I mean,
for me.
This was the thing. So like when we graduated from school, my husband graduated a semester before me, and you know he moved back to New York, and I was like, we not married, we not engaged. I'm going back to the H. You know, so I went home, like, I wanted to start my career. I wanted to buy some property, this, that, and the other. I already had a plan of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so I also didn't want to move yet because, like, once we got married, I was like, my house isn't done. Because we built a house in Westchester.
Oh, sure.
And yeah, so we demolished the house and then built a house. So, you know, I eventually moved and we stayed with my mother-in-law, which was fine because she has a huge home. But, you know, there's only one queen of the castle. Period. And that's why mamas and daughters don't get along once daughters get to a certain age, you know? So, and I love my mother-in-law. Like, she doesn't interfere. She's super sweet. You know, like, I really do have a good relationship with her. But at the end of the day, I still respect her and her home. So I'm not going to move the same way.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So we were there for a little bit and finally our house got done. We've been in our house close to a year, I guess. But yeah, we were long distance even while married. And I'm not gonna lie, like I was in Houston living my best life, and
do you ever miss it?
I enjoyed it, huh?
Do you ever miss it, Houston?
I'm literally okay. So the pandemic ruined everything.
Facts.
So prior to the pandemic, I was going home like every 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Because the plan was, okay, if we live in New York, I can make the money and do whatever I need to do. So
that's true.
So that we can be here and you can go home whenever you want, visit your family, visit your friends or whatever. And so I'm like, bet. So that, you know, that works for me. And so I was going home very often. And then so from March to October, I didn't go home at all. I was fucking losing it. You know, because, you know, like, you sitting in the house all day. My job was at home, for one. Everyone transitioned to working at home.
Yeah.
On top of that, I couldn't see my mama, couldn't see my daddy, like, my brothers. Like, you know, it was
Big
my
deal.
friends.
Family, yeah.
You know, and it's like, this 10,000 square foot home is starting to feel like it's a fucking 1-bedroom studio in the city. You know? So I was really losing it, and I didn't realize it at the time. You know, until like much later during the pandemic. But yeah, so
the goal is to move back, or like New York? Is it?
no.
New York is an experience. I would say that, like, being born and raised in New York is like, you don't really get that many amount of people who are like from all over the world. And, you know, if you want to try different foods from like Europe or Asia, you could just everything is 24 hours.
I just want to put that out there.
Oh, I know. Yo, we gotta go. We gotta see what they're about. We gotta see.
Like Houston, and I mentioned this earlier. Houston is a very international city. A lot has to do with the industries there. So like even high school, middle school, elementary, like I grew up with all different kinds of people. You know, and so I think it really reflects the culture of New York. But people don't necessarily think of Houston, a place in Texas, being like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I'm real talk. Like, y'all need to go to Houston.
I'm down.
Right. We've been to like the east side of the country.
I will say this: do not go in July. Do not go in August.
Why?
It's hot as fuck.
Okay.
Not y'all little regular New York heat.
That shit.
Oh, it's like
different.
Yeah,
like
dry heat.
No. It's moist. You ever been to New Orleans?
No.
Okay, so
we need to go out more.
Right, we need to go to West Side. We've been the westest we've gone was Vegas.
Yeah,
Vegas.
That's far west though.
Oh, that's even more. Oh well, we come back. We come back then. We went too far.
Y'all need to be in the middle.
Right.
In the middle. In the
balance.
Yeah, but
is that like near the Dust Bowl or no?
Real talk, I've heard of the Dust Bowl. I have no fucking idea what that is. It sounds like Oklahoma.
So the Dust Bowl is like kind of like those middle states that for a certain amount of time it won't rain. It'll be dry as hell, hot as hell, and then you got all the sand and the dust and stuff, and all that collects, and that's why it's called the Dust Bowl, because you got mad winds, but you got no water to it.
So I think maybe the top of Texas, like Amarillo, places like that, might be a part of the Dust Bowl.
Okay,
but you know, Texas I think we have 3 or 2. We have 2 time zones. You know, Texas is huge. Shit. So I think that maybe Amarillo might be a part of the Dust Bowl, but like us at the bottom, nah.
Okay.
So we're at the bottom of Texas. We're on the Houston is pretty much on the water. We're 45 minutes from the water.
Oh,
so we gotta go. They got beaches.
Facts.
I wouldn't call it a beach, but it's kind of like y'all's beach here. What's that beach in the Bronx?
Ooh, Orchard Beach.
Oh no,
Chocha Beach.
Oh no,
that's what they call it.
I think it's Orchard
or Coney.
No, it's the Orchard.
Yeah. They call it Chocha Beach for a reason.
We don't gotta go. Go.
It's fun though. I'm gonna say that.
What are some challenges you've had, like
here
since you've moved,
or just like in life? Could be in life here.
I'm not gonna lie. Like moving here was rough. Like I moved here, no friends, no family. So like I have friends who I've become friends.
You moved here, just your husband?
Yeah, no, real talk. Like I moved here with friends, but they were all connected to my husband. Mm-hmm. And what I really wanted was like relationships independent of him.
Yeah,
you know, I have one
because they're not really your friends. They like if shit goes left, they his friends.
They know exactly what I'm talking about.
They picking sides.
And at the end of the day, like I feel that because it's like I love my sister-in-law. Like in Houston, but if something go down, like my brother is my brother.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ride with him regardless. That's if he's wrong as fuck, I'm going to ride, but I'm going to check him in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
as you should.
I very much appreciate what you're saying because you're right. You know, it was just rough. Like trying to find my own people. Seasonal depression is a fucking real thing.
Seasonal depression?
See, like, y'all used to it. Y'all probably depressed and don't even know it.
Yo, this is regular for us.
So, like, you know, when it's maybe like
for Christmas, you might get depressed, or like for spring.
I do get depressed. I don't got no money.
Yo, Christmas be rough.
Yo, them gifts be rough.
No, I don't buy Christmas gifts. We can talk about that later, but yeah, I don't fuck around with Christmas.
Yo, I'm about to be like you.
No, man, Christmas is about family, and I was like, you know, us being around each other, like. that's what we're celebrating.
Yeah.
You know, and like,
Oh, that's true.
I definitely
my presence is your gift.
It's the present.
Right. It's the present.
Our presence in front of each other is the present.
Right. The memories you're going to make. Yeah,
exactly. Because, you know, especially once you get older, like Christmas is just, you just want to be with your family.
Yeah, that's true.
Christmas is like really for kids. Like I'll buy stuff for like my god kids, my nephews, nieces, or whatever.
Because they still believe, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Santa.
Yeah.
But once they stop, it's over. It's over.
Right, I'm gonna be the first one to tell them. You know this nigga.
You're old
Santa ain't
enough to
real.
know this, okay?
Right. You know he's a farce, right? But whatever.
So how'd you get into real estate and all that jazz? Because I know you were talking properties and
so
stuff.
growing up, my family, my grandfather at one point in the 70s and maybe 60s also, 60s, 70s, and 80s, he was like one of the biggest black grocers in Houston. He had some grocery stores, and at all times during being in the grocery business, he was also in real estate because my great-grandfather was in real estate. Like, I think my aunt told me that her dad, who's my great-grandfather, probably had like 300-something properties when he died. Like, as a black man.
What?
That, in that time.
In the 60s through...
no, before that.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Right.
That's unheard of.
So, and I recently learned this. Like, I heard that my grandfather and my great-grandfather are like, my grandfather's still alive, but like fucking goats. Mm-hmm. Like, will talk your drawers off you. You know, like real talk. And, but real talk, bully you. Like, bully you out of your property. Bully you.
Hustlers.
No, and so I grew up in a family who's always had real estate, who's always had rental properties, and so just, you know,
who are very financially aware of how to level up.
And you know, when you see that all the time, you automatically think, well, shit, I'm supposed to do this myself.
Yeah.
You know, and so when I bought my first house, I saved my little coins, got my little first house, and I was like, I only want to be in this zip code or that zip code. I knew I wanted to be in Third Ward, period, point blank, no ifs, ands, or buts. And so I was like, in order to live there, you know, I also wanted some rental property in the same area. And so I was able to kind of work that out to where my rentals paid for my home, you know. So I did.
That's the goal.
I've learned a lot. Made a lot of mistakes.
That's how you learn.
I know how to. I'm actually finishing a project right now, renovating a project in Third Ward zip code. So I'm going to get that on the market real soon. But it's just something I've always seen. My dad, he's an electrician. So I've always been around trades. I know about carpentry. I know how to GC my own project.
What?
Fair. No, I GC.
Damn, I should have had her when I was working in construction.
Oh, you worked in construction?
Yeah. I was an assistant project manager. We could talk about that later. But yeah, I don't work there no more. But
no, like project management is like the hardest part. You got when you have a good project manager in place, like as a project owner, you don't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and right now, my dad is actually my manager for all my new projects.
That's fine. Oh, so you definitely don't got to worry about nothing.
I mean, I do, because sometimes he gets like real aggravated, and I'm like him, so I get aggravated too.
Does he like shit his way and you like shit your way?
No, but the thing is that everything that I do is because he taught me to do it a certain way. Okay. It's like I'm very particular because he taught me to be particular.
Yeah.
You know,
but then he'd be like, "Yo, don't be this particular," and you'd be like, "First of all,
right. I'm like,
you told me to be.
You, my friend. Like, what's the problem?" No, but it's really been a good opportunity working with my dad. We get along. We're literally like the same person. My husband says it all the time. But he's fun. I just found out recently he been eating weed gummies.
What?
You need some of these? Some of these CBD?
No, not the THC.
Like,
THC.
These got some.
These only got like 0.3 probably percent. So it's not like a lot, but you know.
So you need like 7 of them.
Oh shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Basically. No, but so we were at the property. I'll show y'all some pictures. But we were at the property. Not my last trip home, but the trip before that. My dad was like, "Erin, come here." I'm like, "What the hell?" It's literally just both of us.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come here." I was like, "Okay." Like, what do you want? Do I have to stand this close to you? And he was like, "You ever had a weed gummy?"
What?
Right. I was like,
no.
Yeah. No. I was like, yeah.
You was honest?
I grown as fuck. What you gonna do?
Well, true.
What you gonna do? What?
I feel like my mom could ask me that at 80 and I'll still be like,
still
nah,
deny it.
nah.
Like,
No. Real talk, like I'm super honest. Like super honest.
we love it here. That's why we were like, we gotta have her on the Talking Shit pod because
I just don't have the best delivery. And I can admit that.
I couldn't relate.
Okay, we gonna cheers on that. Cheers. That delivery, like
I do. I got best delivery.
Yeah, she
you
does
have a good
have.
delivery?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever I want to say something, I'm like, yo, Natasha, what do you think about this? She's like,
She
yo,
be
maybe,
saying shit
maybe you should
so
tone it
fucking
down
wrong.
a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
no, that's a gift.
that
Saying
is
it
a
wrong?
gift.
No, like my line sister, I'm a Delta, but my line sister, I'll send her something. I'll be like, yo, does this sound harsh? She'll be like, yeah, let me
fix it up for you. Yeah,
let me tone it down for you.
Yeah. But when it's time to like, send corporate shit, like, like real professional shit, I'm like, Natasha, send it over. I'll pass, I'll do what I gotta do. But when it's time to like have human, like be empathetic.
When's your birthday?
March 3rd.
Oh,
Why I had to think about that?
Wait,
I know, I'm like-
Are you a Pisces?
Yeah.
Oh, my husband's a Pisces, but no, I'm a Sagittarius. And they're like
Aries.
December or
Fire
November
signs.
30th. Like
November
I'm
30th.
like, yeah.
oh,
Like the
this
last
month.
one.
It's
Yeah,
lit.
yeah. Birthday's coming up. I'm excited, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't get that burp on me, y'all.
What was the question?
Right. No, you were talking about like my family just in real estate. So honestly, it was just something I always saw growing up. My dad actually never lived in an apartment. Like when he left my grandparents' house on Parkwood, he moved into a house.
Oh, sure.
Him and his brother literally moved into like, there were 2 houses on one lot and they moved into those houses.
Oh my God.
And then when they left there, my dad bought another house. I think my uncle moved to Ohio. My dad bought another house, and those are his rental properties. So it's just always something that's just kind of been in my family.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So it's just something I always wanted to be into, and I appreciate being able to see it because, a lot of times you can't be what you don't see.
Yes.
And a lot of people really, they be like, oh, but yeah, we ain't never had a black president, but look at Barack Obama. Some people are extraordinary,
Yes.
and the rest of us are not. The rest of us are average. And the thing is that it's okay to be average.
Yeah.
The majority of the world is average.
Yeah.
There's like a huge like negative connotation with being average.
Yeah.
Average is now if you below average, that's different. But like average is it's okay.
That's how I
Right,
feel about
right.
like people telling people that they, they should be business owners and stuff. Not everybody
That
is
ain't for
meant
everybody.
to be a
Right.
business
Yeah,
owner.
that's
Sometimes
true.
being a worker.
I've met people who that I'm just like shocked. I'm like, how does this person not have like at least 7 businesses or
Yeah,
3
me
or
too.
and like are billionaires because they have the capacity and like the intellect, but like that's not in their nature. If they
That's
have
something
that
they
passion to build someone else's business, then that's what they want to do.
But there
So
are
I've
some
had
people
to,
that
like-
legit can't like be business owners. They don't know how to handle it. They like the pressure.
Or there's some people that
easy.
want to, but like their immigration status won't let them. Like I recently,
That too.
yeah,
That too.
like it's crazy because some people that can won't, and some people that can't will, but they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, like my husband is a part of the Golden Crust family. And so
I'm not familiar.
Golden Crust, like
Wait, wait, hold on. Is it the
Yeah.
the logo, the G, the that's blue or yellow?
No, patties.
Yes, but the logo, the Golden Crust name, isn't it in blue letters or in yellow?
I'm gonna be honest, I
think
really
the
don't know.
alcohol
It's
hitting
like-
over there.
I've
I think
seen
the alcohol
it.
hitting,
I've
'cause
seen
she-
it, but I don't
Y'all
know.
Wait, first of all, y'all live in the South Bronx. Like the headquarters and manufacturing plants are in the South Bronx. On Park
Yeah, but
Avenue.
we don't really read our nutrition labels and shit. But
No, it's like in the
No,
in the
it's
front of the
It's literally the biggest.
it's the brand. But I know the logo.
the biggest beef patty producers like in this country, like Jamaican
Yes.
beef patties. So anyway, neither here nor
Okay.
there. But
I know.
I'm stuck on the logo because I do recall, but I don't know if it's navy blue. There's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Anyways.
but when my father-in-law died, the new CEO, he used to be a part of the board, and he was like, you know what? There's so many things. He would tell my husband, there's so many things that your dad did, like as an entrepreneur, that I would have never done. Risks I would have never taken.
Wow.
Moves I would have never made. Right,
Wow.
as an entrepreneur, as
Yeah.
being like the startup of an idea to make it into something.
Yeah.
But this guy, who was the CEO after my father-in-law, he knew how to immaculately run a business, immaculately make business decisions, and really grow and steer a business. Not to say that my father-in-law couldn't, but that CEO recognized that, like, in the sense of being an entrepreneur, I could have never. I don't have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
But
there's some people that it just comes naturally.
Yeah,
to
but
them.
after it started, I can rock that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he was saying.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You got to know, like, not your limitations, but, like, you got to know where you're needed and how you can help. Because, you know, if you know you're not good to start a business, like, you're not going to go ahead and start it because you know you're not good at it.
Sometimes you're making it worse.
But if you're like, yo, if I'm like, yo, Natasha, start this business, I believe in it, I believe in you, I'm gonna help you out. Like, you gotta recognize if you kind of like, you know, Batman Robin type of thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's facts.
Because you gotta know your limitations, you gotta know your capabilities and what you're
and be realistic with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, I feel the pressure of, like, social media, for one. They're like, oh, I gotta be my own boss. Baby, you are working 18 hours a day, making $47,000 a year. You just sit your ass down and use a college degree and go to somebody else's job.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm
like,
sorry.
No, that's facts. It's true. A lot of people, especially in this pandemic, they started, like, a lot of businesses with, and some of them, you know, they were successful. Shout out to them that's still going, still working.
Right, including
There's
us.
Some that just did it because other people are doing it, like the eyelashes, the eyebrows.
Because you feel pressure to do it.
Yeah, you're like pressured to create your own business.
We started this because
we
really...
speaking of eyelashes, your eyelashes are fucking... I mean, not lashes, brows are fucking perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, I was really going to get my shit done tomorrow. I'm like, yo, my shit's not looking right.
No, but, like, the hairs, it's like the perfect...
Oh,
like,
thank you. And it's not like... A lot of people ask me if they're painted. So
mine are.
So
same.
Shout outs to y'all, but my like I'll go, you know, I'll go like
relate.
this, and it's not paint. It's like, you know, natural and shit. Shout outs to my mama. Thank you.
All right, so you are on a show called Eight at the Table.
Yeah.
Okay, how did that start? How did that come about?
Yo, so, like, my 2 years just hit. Maybe like a week and a half ago.
2 years.
Congrats, okay.
Woo, cheers.
I can cheers that with y'all.
So Eight at the Table is the brainchild of Alan. Y'all met Alan. And
dope.
I remember when I first came on the show, y'all, we was taping on a iPhone.
On an actual table.
That's us.
Yeah, okay. So when it started,
yeah,
it was actually like, it wasn't a weekly type thing. It was just like kind of like a once in a while
trying it out.
I would tune in. It was like in 2018. I was like one of the first ones. I was like, yo, the topics are fire. I love
That's when
listening.
I got on it. Like when I started listening as a fan.
Yes.
So I was a fan. You know, and they would actually be at a table and talking about like racy or taboo type
topics
or whatever. And so...
And it was literally 8 people at
8 people at a table. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie. I used to like just turn that shit on and just like listen. Because I was like, yo, these people are fucking wild.
Same.
And so when I moved here, I was still a fan, still listening. And I was like, yo.
Oh, that was when you was in Houston.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's lit. That's lit.
I was a fan in Houston. And so when I moved here, I was still just a fan listening. And, you know, at that time, I was new, so I was still just trying to, like, find my own people. Like, I just needed my own outlet, you know. And so every Thursday, that became my thing. I hit him up. I was like, yo, can I come through? Because it kind of
shit to say.
It kind of seemed like people could just come through and vibe. And so I was like, can I come through? They said, yeah. Literally, that was the week before Halloween in 2019. And I've been coming ever since. It used to just be like my little outlet to get out the house, to meet some people, have a drink. You know what I'm saying?
Have a drink or 3. Yo, they treat you right. They treat you right over there.
No, we used to have a drink or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I used to go home like, whoa.
Wait, so when you started recording with them, they were recording with their iPhone?
We're on a fucking iPhone.
Oh, okay. So even before you, I guess even
No.
before
Like, the nicer productions, like, at the table and stuff.
Okay.
Those were, like, you know.
Like, productions.
Real productions. But, like, when we would do the weekly lives or whatever, we were on an iPhone.
Yeah, you could tell because there'll be sometimes there'd be someone holding it. Sometimes they got a tripod, and I was like, oh, it's lit.
Yeah. And so we still do the iPhone, but like literally that was the only recording device in the studio at that point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we was really.
That's kind of like how we started, so we appreciate that. If we go back to that. Keep tuning in.
Well, an iPhone. Yeah, no, I feel you.
Nah, these iPhones is looking right. Like the new ones that's coming out, the 13th or whatever. The camera phones. Like a lot of people who do, you know, this is their sport. Shout out to Gabriel, like videography, cinematography. They're like, yo, the cameras are legit.
Yeah. So if you're trying to start a podcast, that's an excuse.
Use that
Yeah,
shit.
we were like on a 7. or an 8. It wasn't even.
Yeah, we were like iPhone 11 or 10 XR.
Girl,
one of those.
I'm not about to whip my phone out right now.
Hey, we probably got the same phone. But so it started on an iPhone. As far as like the weekly lives or whatever. And it's just grown tremendously.
Yeah.
And Alan.
Yo, go tune in. If you haven't heard of 8 at the Table, we've been on it. We had a blast.
We had so much fun.
The cast is amazing. This is like the second cast of 8 at the Table that we've had.
Yeah.
So
I remember
tune
that
in.
day like it was yesterday. I was so nervous.
I love it.
I've never done like a video thing, and I got so drunk.
I came in
because I was anxious. I'm like, I'm gonna drink
trying
to calm down, and then I got a little too drunk.
Yo, she like got me an outfit change, and she brought like one boot.
Yeah.
One, like not the pair.
Yeah.
Not the pair.
I was pre-gaming at home. That's how I was
like this.
Right? I couldn't even wear it. But I was like, you know what? She tried. You know, it didn't work out, but she tried.
Yeah, it was.
Let's do some trending topics.
Absolutely.
This is from Hollywood Unlocked.
What they talking about?
They said you're not in love until you don't want to cheat. Let that sink in because y'all be confused.
You're not in love
until you don't want to cheat.
I disagree.
I'm like, I'm not in love, but I don't want to cheat. Like,
I don't. So, and we talked. I think we've talked about this on the show.
Gabriel, why you laughing?
So apparently, from a man's perspective, that must be accurate.
Right. Gabriel's like, I'm in love, but
but I cheat. I'm gonna say this. I feel like people cheat because they want to cheat. You have people who cheat because they were cheated on. You have people who cheat because they're not getting fucked right. You got people who cheat because they're not getting attention at home. You got people who cheat.
Erin is hitting all the points.
You got people who cheat because their spouse or partner does not listen to them and does not change their behavior to accommodate what, the complained about issue is.
Yeah.
And some people cheat because they like the fucking spice of life.
Yo, facts.
Because they can. Literally, because they can. They'll cheat. Like,
so you know Nikki from the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, she sent me a post, or I think I posted something today and she responded. She was like, dudes be out here having like whole girlfriends and stuff. And I was like, I said, yeah, cool and all. But at the end of the day, a woman is going to cheat better
100%.
Any given time.
100%.
We don't cheat on this pod, but we heard some
Black
stories.
women don't cheat.
Period.
Who says that? They always like, black men don't cheat. Is that Charlemagne?
It is.
Yes, it is Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Black women don't cheat.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw this episode on The Real where apparently there's
like
an
that show.
exception, right?
What do you mean?
So, someone said, what do you do when your partner no longer wants to have sex with you? Is a person allowed to cheat if you're not having sex with them? And they said yes. They said yes. It was okay. It was perfectly fine. So if you're in a sexless relationship, right? Is that an exception?
Yo, being in a sexless relationship is wild. Like, I know because I've been there.
Okay.
But it's wild. Like,
yeah, so being in
Tell
a
us.
sexless
I gotta
relationship,
hear about this.
but not because of medical reasons, okay? Not because of medical reasons,
okay.
okay? Because I know you're going to hit me with the medical stuff.
Which is understandable.
Yeah. But let's say aside from that, no medical reasons, is that okay to cheat then? Like, get it from somewhere else? Get it from, Is that a pass?
okay, I will admit I wasn't as harsh when I got cheated on. When I was in a sexless relationship, when I got cheated on, I wasn't as harsh with him because I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, but why you couldn't hold out? Like, I'm out here holding out. Why you can't hold out? But
so the sex, like, you didn't want to have sex.
No,
not him.
We just decided not to have it. It was like a mutual agreement, but then it was like a mutual agreement. All of a sudden, he did have, just not with me.
See, they be lying.
Right. So I'm like, okay, I understand, because it's, that's like a need.
Right.
And I have a fun fact about it.
And not only for men, for women too.
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of people are in denial.
Yo, a lot of people are joining
women don't have needs.
A lot of people are joining the No Nut November. Shout outs to Ivan
Wait,
Manito.
what is that?
So No Nut November.
Oh, no nut? No.
Yeah. No Nut November. Like all November,
men are not
nut.
Why?
I mean, it's not only men that are doing it.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they wanna, December.
Self-control.
As soon as December 1st hits, they wanna just shoot they shot.
People make a fucking challenge out of anything these days. Like everything ain't a challenge. Like what are you holding back for?
What is the reason?
I guess they're trying to see how far they can go, or like their limits, or how far their need for that will take them. I don't know.
I mean, that's poetic, as Alan would say. But
that's cute.
But I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think that one, like you said, a lot of people disregard a woman's need to have sex.
Yeah,
as if men and women.
As if they don't have the same need.
Yeah.
Or desires.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of a need, like, just the same desires, And I'm gonna be honest, like, I think if you're not getting sex at home and you've had a conversation about it and you're like, look, where are we going wrong? Like,
you've done it all.
You've literally gone to the end of the earth, like, trying to explain and understand this.
Yeah. Wait, would you resort to self satisfaction?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not cheating because at this point it's not cheating.
So you would, like, if you're in a marriage, you would end the marriage.
She's like, yo, if I tried it and it didn't work out, like,
I'm gonna go and have sex somewhere else.
That's not cheating.
No, it's not.
Because she tried, right?
I literally tried
every option,
And it's like, what do you want me to do?
Like, I gotta get it from somewhere else.
I have a need. Talk, like, I can't even like, let's say we're having this conversation with a man. What is a man gonna say?
I feel bad for Gabriel.
I'm like, what you looking at?
They're gonna be like, oh, well, a man gonna be a man. A man needs sex, blah, blah, blah.
Right, and a woman is gonna be a woman. Women have needs too and desires too, so.
Nah, they work my nerves with that shit, real talk, because, and again, I won't even look at it as cheating.
Yeah.
Because I've done everything that I can.
But you would still stay with that person?
Yeah. Okay. You got to look at the 80-20 rule. Like, if
what's 80-20?
That's right.
Wait, I don't know about that.
So if everything else in your relationship is good and reasonable and fair and decent, like...
And the 20% is like the sex, you go write it out.
Yeah, or just something fucked up. Why would you walk away from 80%? Not 51%, 80.
Yes, right.
80 is like a B.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? 80 is a B. Why would you walk away?
But do y'all believe in like 90, 100?
No.
From someone else?
For my people in college, 80 is passing, so you good.
No.
I mean, do you believe in
60 passing?
65. 65. Because I was there.
It's a D, right?
Yeah.
A D is passing. Man, y'all better learn that shit.
But don't you prefer getting 90 and 100 from somebody else? Does that exist?
Listen.
Or no?
It could be the same thing.
Right.
You walk away from 90 because the 10% is fucked up. Doesn't make sense.
But what if you get 100 for somebody else?
No one is going to give you 100. That's
right.
the thing.
That's what I didn't want to hear.
Sometimes you don't even give 100 to yourself.
Right. And we don't. Women especially. We do not give 100 to ourselves. Like, you're absolutely right. Yeah. No, I'm not walking.
We're quick to give 100 to somebody else before we give it to ourselves.
That's so true.
And I always tell women, like, and I put this on my page a lot, like, love yourself, be happy.
It's important.
Put yourself first. Like, because women, I feel like we put other people before us so many times. Whether
you're a mom, whether you're a sister,
everything.
Yes.
We do it all the time. And, like, I think it's because we see our moms do it. We see our aunts and grandmas do it, whatever. And so we just kind of pick up on that. And apparently they say women are naturally nurturing. I think that's learned, but I think
that's like when you want to be. Because I am nurturing, but I'm like, they don't deserve it. Like, they're
not going to be.
Yeah,
right?
They're good on their own, or like they can figure it out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you help, you kind of take away their ability to, like, for survival.
To be a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, last trending topic. I saw this at Spiritual World. Since you are married, right? And you're on social media.
Wow, she's one of our few married guests. Shout out to her, yo.
No, everybody else that's single.
Right. Shout out to my single people.
Y'all been great too.
Right. We feel you. But it's nice to see that.
Yeah. But and we're all on social media. There's a guy that said on Spiritual World, marry a woman with no social media, chances of it working goes up to 95%.
What?
People just be saying shit. Literally, they be thinking they eating. Like, they the most prophetic, most prolific, whatever personality.
They definitely eating some dummies.
Baby, you just did nothing. That's what you did. Crumbs everywhere.
Right.
You love crumbs everywhere.
Right. What do you have to say to that guy?
I don't
tweeted this.
To that.
I'm gonna give you a real life example. So I wasn't even on social media when I started the show. Like, I started an IG
because you had the show, or
no. So I started IG a few years ago, and then I just kind of didn't do anything with it.
We scrolled. We did our research, girl.
But like, if you go like back, you will see like a picture of my haircut. You know, like
which was fire. Which was fire.
But it was, so I wasn't really into social media, and my husband was like, "Erin, you need to get on social media. You're on the show now. You're connected to a brand, which is
that's great.
His family's, business or whatever." He's like, "You need to get on social media." I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that." But like, I actually was like, no, for a long time.
Do you regret going on social media now?
No,
like really being active?
No, it's cool. I like the interaction. I like the engagement. Like some people are really cool. I have had some stalkers. Fuck them hoes.
But it's nice how like strangers or people you've never met will support. Yeah. Like off the strength.
Yeah, that's the great part about it. But I just hate the toxic part about it. Like,
I need to know what the toxic parts are.
The toxic is people, more like the negative comments or like the comments that don't really add to the conversation. So
people just being haters. Just
literally not even like talking or like get engaged with the conversation. They're just here to talk shit about how you look, anything.
Yeah, we definitely try to tell our listeners like, yo, try to be constructive in this,
Yeah, because there was a good conversation that we posted on like TikTok, and everybody was just focused on our guest's their shirt.
What was wrong with it?
There was like a button open. I'm like, honestly, he's saying some real shit right now. This is what y'all focusing on right now. It's
Instagram. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I think Instagram just kind of gives like everybody a license to thumb thug.
Yeah,
and I always say this when I be on at 8 at the table. I be like, yo, some days I got time, and I
saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna go to war with you because at the end of the day, like 9 times out of 10, I'm smarter than you. 9 times out of 10, I can articulate myself better than you.
You are really smart.
Like, 9 times out of 10, like, don't fuck with me. Because even if I'm wrong, I can flip it to where I'm going to make you look stupid. And I'm going to be right.
Just for not coming correct. Because you could have came correct, though. Like, there are people that come correct and, you have a conversation with them.
Yes.
But since you want to make me look stupid. And
now it's over. Now it's over for you.
People just do too much. Like, I think it gives people a license to, like, be disrespectful, to be hurtful.
Especially with social media.
To talk shit to and about people when you know good and well you would not say that shit to my face.
Period.
That's true.
You would not. Because real talk, there's some people out there, I'm going to say some shit to your face. There's people out there that I'm not.
Yeah.
I feel, but it's the delivery for us. Like, I am okay with telling you how I feel about certain and, if you receive it, aggressively, like, that was not my intent, but I will tell you how I feel about And I know, and I feel like you are the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we definitely not scared to tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick.
What you want to do? Go ahead.
The fun facts.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, we did start late, so I feel like we got like at least like 5-10 minutes. Anyways, fun fact number 1. I got these from Uber Facts. Did you know?
I didn't know they had facts.
They be on point.
Nah, Chris Sanchez. He's like, I guess the owner or the entrepreneur with this business.
Wait, what's the IG so I can follow it?
At Uber Facts.
Oh, okay, Uber Facts. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. They be hitting us with some shit. Yeah. This one says, masturbating more than 21 times a month. Why are you laughing, Gabriel? Masturbating more than 21 times a month can actually decrease your risk of prostate cancer. You hearing this, Gabriel?
That is my brother, so let's relax.
Oh, that's your brother?
Listen! Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like her real life blood brother and stuff.
Yeah, so let's just relax.
Who's the oldest?
Him.
Oh, how sweet.
Wait, listen, I'm trying to help him in his life. Okay, this can cure prostate cancer.
He's fine. He got a girlfriend.
No, but I'm saying this can cure prostate cancer. Like, like you don't got it, but just in case.
I think that's a good. I think she's doing your brother a good.
Right, like I'm not even thinking about.
Can we just say all of us? Like, you're doing it for all of us.
Okay, not just I have to.
We don't want you, Gabriel.
right. Gabriel, we need you. We need you.
Jesus. That's funny as hell.
Okay, and the last one is, did you know that a 10-minute jog is enough to alter nearly 10,000 molecules in your body?
How does it alter it?
They don't get into the details of their facts. They just tell you what it is, and then you just be like, all right, cool.
So, like, for the better, I assume, right? So, like,
yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
And it's just 10 minutes. So imagine if you do half an hour. Imagine if you do an hour or 10. I don't know. Or kilometers and stuff.
Man, shout out to everybody that's getting healthy. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I'm always watching what I eat. I'm always exercising,
Oh, wow.
And, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have, like, I wear an insulin pump right here and everything. So,
nice.
I love to see people getting healthy and in shape, especially people of color, because we typically have been disenfranchised, and so we live in food deserts. We don't have access to like healthy foods. We don't have access to the best doctors. So like if you're a diabetic, likely type 2, you, which is 90% of all diabetics, you are going to see your general practitioner who's treating you, where you don't even know that you should be seeing an endocrinologist who's going to literally guide you into what you need to be doing to make sure your diabetes doesn't leave you with a heart attack, doesn't leave you with kidney failure,
or doesn't leave you blind,
eyesight, legs, toes cut off, all of that,
like gangrene and stuff. That's true.
A lot of people really do not understand like how bad diabetes is for you, simply because when everything happens, it's quiet. When cancer happens, it's not quiet. When heart failure happens, it's not quiet.
Or strokes.
When strokes happens, it's not quiet. Those are
or COVID.
Yeah, everything. But like, you know, I love to see like people like getting in shape, just being conscious of their health. Like even if you buy a sandwich and you don't get mayonnaise, just like one simple thing.
One condiment could change your life.
I love seeing people, again, people of color, like really being conscious of these things, because it's not something we've typically been aware of.
Used to,
of.
Yeah.
That's dope.
When did you find out you had diabetes?
So I got adult onset. I think I was 25 or 26.
Oh, wow.
That's like our age.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I got it around that time. And I was fucking shocked. I had literally just run a marathon.
Oh shit!
I'm like,
yo, you just surprised us from left to right,
right?
Yeah. Yo, she full of surprises.
I'm like in the best shape of my life, this, that, and the other, and like I kept having these symptoms, you know, and I was like super thirsty, super tired. I used to go to the gym every single day, and I remember one day
you was doing everything right.
Yeah, and I was like, man, something is wrong. Like my eyesight was weird, and I kept having to pee. So I'm my own doctor. I went to WebMD, and so they were like, people oftentimes misconstrue their symptoms for something else, but it's really symptoms of type 1 diabetes. When I clicked on the type 1 thing, I had a fucking panic attack at work at my desk. I got up, packed up my shit, and went home. I was like, I can't do this. I didn't even say nothing to nobody. I just left. Literally,
as you should. That shit is not.
And then, like, the next day or so, they tested me, and that's when I got diagnosed.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. So, like, man, I'm telling you, y'all are young. Appreciate your health. Like, and a lot of times
I definitely try to, like, you know, Natasha always knows, like, I'm always calling, like, hey, you want to go to the gym? No? All right, cool. Yes? All right, let's go. Like, but I'm always
saying no.
I'll be saying no.
But when she does say yes, yo, we have the best time of our lives. We do like gym therapy and stuff. So it's fun. At least for me, it's fun. And I've been doing it since like 2017. And I feel like when I don't, like when I miss the gym or when I don't do cardio,
feel something.
I feel like I don't feel like myself, or I might like act out on someone. And I'm like, damn, if I was in the gym, yes, like, because once I, you know, release the stress that I had at the gym, I get to sleep better. I make better decisions.
I do feel better when I do work out. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you're absolutely right, actually.
It's just a consistency.
So, you know, yo, get yourself right. You know, go for your health. I know, you know, these junk foods be cheap, but in the long run, they're gonna be
fucking tasty.
Yo,
like, but they're gonna cost you. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this I say this all the time. Like, I'm vaccinated. And
same.
Like I always say, like, I'm sorry, if you eat hot Cheetos, you can't tell me shit about a vaccination. Because them hot Cheetos with lime are not FDA approved.
Oh my God.
And I eat hot Cheetos, so I get it. They're fucking delicious.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. Shout out to the vaccinated people.
Real quick.
Who eat hot Cheetos.
real quick, before we end.
Yes.
So I do want to do the put yourself in my shoes, even if we do a quick answer, it doesn't matter. Just because I do want your input on this. Yeah. It was really interesting.
For those of you who don't know, Put Yourself in My Shoes is, you know, a segment that we do where people just like tell us about their problems or you know, their friends' problems, someone they know their problems, and just ask us how we'd react or what we do in that situation. So keep sending those.
And you don't have to tell us how you
it stays anonymous.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us how you handle that situation. We just tell you what we would do if we were in that situation.
Yeah. So we don't like, you know, talk your
Shit
business. We just help you out.
Yeah. So this one says, I dated this person for a few weeks that had an STD and didn't tell me about it till after our 5th day. Thankfully, I'm a traditional person and waited to have sex with them. But if you were in my situation, how would you have handled it? And also, if anyone has an STD, how soon should they tell the person they're dating?
I think it depends on the STD because you have those that you can get rid of with meds, and then you have those that fucking stay with you for the rest of your life. You know, like,
so if it's the like temporary ones, you should tell them like whenever it's about to go down, and if it's like a permanent one, you should tell them off the bat. Or
so
what is
I think you should be honest regardless, and a lot of us are not honest. You know, and I say us meaning
Sugar
fucking
quote.
people.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of shit.
Yeah, honesty is pricey.
I actually have a friend who was with somebody and she ended up getting herpes from this person. You know,
Wow.
And I remember when it happened to her, she came to us and was like, yo, like, be fucking careful out there. You know, and I grew up, I'm older than y'all, but I grew up in like a time where condoms were fucking preached because you didn't want a baby and you didn't want AIDS. Not STDs. You did not want AIDS. So I grew up.
You know they got unisex condoms now? I just found out.
No, actually, I didn't know about
They
that.
got unisex. Like, it's for men and women.
I'm at to Google that tonight.
Fun
when I get
fact.
home.
Girl, I'm going to send you the article.
Yeah, send me that link. But I think that you should be honest. Or, I mean, at minimum, like, just use a fucking condom. If you know you got something, like, put a condom on. Like,
Yeah.
If you're going to lie.
And that's rape if you take it
someone
off
tells
in Cali.
you, though, how would you handle it?
What you got, though?
If they got a permanent
One.
disease, how would you handle it? And if they have like a semi,
I think it depends on what it is. Like, are we talking about like
herpes?
Herpes, HPV.
Herpes.
Okay.
Let's say herpes, for example.
Herpes, I'm gonna be like, nah, my friend.
You out.
You know, I mean, because the thing is that you have to be a person who is well aware of like what's going on with your body.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter how many dates you've been on with this person?
Days don't matter. Like we fucking.
No, because this one says like the 5th date they told us. So I'm guessing there's like some sort of feelings there on the 5th date. Like you talking to them through, you know.
I'm be honest, like I don't know. Like I've never had anyone tell me that, you know, and I've always been like, before I was married, you know, when I was dating, I've always been like,
careful.
Have condoms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't even know. Maybe he was telling this person so that they could do it without a condom. I don't know, because
maybe it was a she. Who knows? We keep it anonymous, so it can't just be a guy.
I don't know. Like, man, be honest. That's all I gotta say. Like, be honest.
I would definitely leave too. I'm
leaving.
I'm leaving. Yeah,
I'm leaving. But like, be honest with yourself, my friend.
And I would rather know. Like, I feel like if a person has an STD, it's important to them the first date. Like, I don't give a shit how weird, how awkward it is.
Tell me this. How do you do that? First date.
I know, but don't go on a date then.
So you're saying all
stay single?
STDers just stay the fuck at home.
She's not saying that. She's just saying be honest. And
really on a first date, like, yo, my girl.
So when would you rather on the okay, if you don't think about the person that's telling them, think about the person that's like listening in. You know what I mean? Like the one that's taking this, you know,
the information.
Like
the
it's
one
been
that
our
probably don't got
date.
nothing.
It's been our fucking 5th date telling me this shit down.
Okay, so 5th date I can understand, but a first date, like that's like telling me you want to get married. Like,
I know that's right.
I know that's right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there are some people who are clear on their vision and
so
and
like,
are
the second
listen.
date.
And I'm actually not against that. That's a whole other conversation, but I'm not against that about being honest with what your intentions are. But
like on a second date.
But like, are we just eating ice cream and you're like, yo, I got herpes? I'm just saying, like,
it's
how
rough.
does
out
this
here.
work? You know, I've heard.
I mean, I'm sure people that have, you know, STD somehow they have to go to like not like rehab, but like therapists. Some like
she
a
said
therapist,
rehab, y'all.
like a therapist.
No, if you are,
it's not an easy thing.
Yeah, I know we're using herpes as an example, but if you are someone who has, you know, an STD or an STI, like, you know,
talk to somebody.
Please go to the doctor. They will send you to the resources.
This is not a light,
need.
you know, this is not something we take lightly, and it's definitely true to be honest, and you know, so that's the other person can decide. Like it's basically their choice.
Give them a choice. Give them a choice.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing, and I say this all the time. Like, first of all, people have to be honest with themselves in order to be honest with somebody else.
Yes.
And the thing is that when you lie to somebody, you're taking away
their choice,
ability to make a decision.
But I do think people that have it, some people are like new to that, so they don't know how to handle stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like talking to somebody, like a therapist or someone that can relate to whatever's going on.
They got to be able to tell you, like, hey, this is how you can introduce the scenario.
Yeah.
I think you're right, but
it's not something like if I had it, I would not know how to bring it up. God, thank you, Lord, I don't have it. But it's just like I would not know how to tell someone like, yo, I have it.
Because you can't put that on your bio. You know, like
I got the herb.
yeah. It's tough out here.
No, but you know, and I'll say this, like, women, take care of your bodies.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not a man, so I can't speak to y'all about that. But like, women, take care of your bodies. Get your annual. I just had mine the other day. Shout out to Westmed.
Natasha, I have
But
physical.
men too.
Get
Men
your
should
physical.
too.
Right.
I mean, I go to therapy, but like, get your annual exams. Get your physicals, and like, be aware of what your body tells you, because a lot of times somebody, especially men, like somebody have some shit going on. They be like, oh yeah, man, my throat been hurting for 6 months, and I just kind of, you know, whatever. I thought it was gonna clear up. Nah, friend, if my fucking earlobe itches, I'm going to the doctor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
like, in women, I feel like we always looking out for other people.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to like disregard what's going on with our own bodies. So I always
And speak up. If a guy ever be
Yeah.
like, no condom, I don't like condoms, be like, bet, we're not doing it.
That's rape in Cali. If you guys
What?
like.
that's recent, right? I think I saw that
Yes.
law,
So
yeah.
if you guys both like subscribe to the whole condom idea, and then like either he
If
takes
he
it off,
yeah,
or you could take it off, but there's female condoms and there's unisex condoms. So whoever
Without,
takes
like,
it off,
permission?
yeah, without the other person's consent, that's technically considered rape. Because if
Yeah.
you agreed to,
Yeah.
you know, have safe sex and now you're not having it, like you didn't agree
Yeah.
to that. So.
But
But you would think that's like normal. Like people would know. Like you wouldn't think that would be a law that is just recent in 2021. I
Luckily-
wouldn't think this.
luckily they codified it and made it a law.
Mhm.
But I'm not
Only
gonna
in
lie.
Cali though. We trying to make it here.
What I learned, New York may be next, because you know Cali and New York are both blue states.
Mhm.
But you know what I learned on the show is that, like, I guess people in y'all's age group, like they're not.
We are not that old, Erin.
You just
Like,
said-
relax.
No.
Yeah,
like,
we 26, but like we not that.
No, okay,
like
so
you look 26.
I'm gonna tell you Rico. So
Okay.
Rico's actually the one who told me this, and Rico's 28. So y'all in the same age group.
Yeah.
So Rico was like, yeah, like everybody here fucking with no condoms. I'm like, huh?
Nah, that's not everybody.
I was like, huh? like I didn't
Self.
like me, Rashawn, and so people who are like in that same 30s age group are like, excuse me, we
Nah,
'cause
there
we
are a
grew
lot
up
of
in the
people-
AIDS era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There
Like,
are a lot of people that are like, I think that it was like a meme. Honestly, I don't know if it's like a trend or something, but it's like, oh, rubbers, you know, I prefer to fuck without them. Like, I prefer to fuck with no condoms. It just feels better, skin to skin, which, okay, fine, whatever. But also, no, it's not. It's not
no.
whatever. It's also not whatever.
Like we
It's
understand,
also-
but nah. Like
yeah. And then I think after that, it just,
escalated.
yeah. Now it's like a trend.
it's a thing though, apparently. People
I mean,
like,
if you
we're
build that
younger.
trust with the other person, then I don't see why not. And they show you their results, like I don't see why not.
Yeah, but no, apparently
with no trust,
Yeah, but no. I feel like
but no trust, no
People-
results.
people in y'all's age group are just out here
Yes.
fucking with no condoms.
Yes.
Okay, in our defense,
Like it's the 60s.
in
I had
our
no
in our
fucking
defense,
idea.
we almost died. All right, it was COVID. Like we couldn't even see nobody. In our defense, we almost died.
Don't blame it on COVID.
So you know
She
what?
like
If-
YOLO.
If COVID wasn't gonna get us, something else would. So we rather, you know,
Yeah,
not.
like, fuck it, get the hurt.
On that note, I think we're gonna wrap up the episode.
Yeah. We're gonna
It
Yo,
was
thank you so
fire.
much. Thank you so much for coming on, Erin. We would love to have you back.
I'm coming.
you know.
Yeah.
Let me fucking know. I had so much fun today. Let me know. I'm
Remember
coming.
to follow us at Talking Shit Pod on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. That's going crazy. YouTube, everything. Our personal accounts at Stephany MX3.
Marcusel.
What's your, if you want them to
At
follow you?
Erin the Renegade.
Yes,
That's Erin.
Follow that.
Erin the. Hopefully you know how to spell Renegade. So Erin the Renegade. And don't forget to
And
follow
check
me
her
at
on-
8 at the table.
Yes. Check her out at 8 at the
Follow
table.
8 at the Table as well. Dope
'Cause she
podcast,
talks her shit on
dope
there.
show. They do great work. Shout out to Alan. Shout out to our amazing producer Gabriel at Ghana Pictures, Elephant Network, Learn Filmmaking, and producer Ghana.
goddamn.
He got all the you know,
Gabriel got 17 jobs. Are you Jamaican? See? Gabriel's Jamaican.
She believed it.
And remember that we talk our shit now.
So you can talk your shit later. Bye.
Hey.
Nah,
That was
so
fire.
good.